Good afternoon, skiers and snowboarders. It is January the 6th, Saturday at about 3:17 p.m. This is a live shot you can see some blue skies back there, also some cloudiness, but this is at Sugar Ski and Country Club up at the top of Oma's Trail at Sugar Mountain. And I'm showing you this to show you kind of the difference right now in elevation. You'll see as we pan around here to the starter shack. As you go down the trail here a little bit more to the left, you'll see there's quite a bit of snow on there. We've had a couple of inches or so of snow at the higher elevations for a few days in a row, and you can see a fair amount of snow there. As it pans down, and you'll see it in a moment, zoom down to the valley down below on Highway 184. As you approach Sugar Mountain, you'll see that there's no snow down there, so it's pretty much been an elevation type snowfall, and that holds true across the entire region. I'll show you real quick. This is a live shot at Appalachian Ski Mountain. You can see the sun's out. Conditions look quite nice there. It was a very wet, icy, drizzly kind of a morning, and then I guess about 1 o'clock or so, 1 p.m., the sun broke, the skies cleared in portions below. Just a bit ago I was having some network internet issues, so it's unfortunate I can't show it to you now, but just a little bit ago I'm going to go here to where this is at Whis Ski Area up in McHenry, Maryland, Deep Creek Lake, Maryland. You'll see some snowflakes still flying here occasionally, but literally about 45 minutes ago it was bombing snow here. I mean, it was literally just coming down really hard, probably 1.5 inches, 2 inches, every 30-45 minutes or so. It was really coming down. Not so now, and of course you can tell temperature wise they don't have the snowmaking equipment running either, but the conditions obviously look quite nice there. Probably the best conditions I've seen. Check this out here in a second. I'll show you at the boathouse at the foot of Snowshoe Mountain. You'll see the snow-covered trees and everything down. There you go. Here at the bottom of Snowshoe Mountain, and interestingly too, here at 3:19 p.m. on a Saturday, that is not much of a lift line. It was a bit wet there just a little while ago. You can kind of see some wet, fluffy snowfall here, so probably that might be holding crowds down a little bit. Who knows? But as you can tell there, probably got a couple of inches of kind of wet snow, drizzle, icy conditions. We saw the same thing at Canaan Valley. Here's a shot. You can see they're still getting a little bit of wet, light, we'll call it underdeveloped snow, as Joe Stevens says, that's getting on that. Love this trail here. I was skiing there this past weekend, literally a week ago, and enjoying beautiful conditions there at Canaan Valley. And you can tell they got a fair amount of snow, and it's still mixed. We're seeing some underdeveloped snow or rain mixed in with a little bit of icy sleet, maybe, and ice or what have you, as it's happening right now at Canaan Valley. So still a bit of wet. It's kind of a tale of two parts of the region. To the northern portion, and now you can see some snowfall coming down here, but in fact, snow all in the valley down below. But up in the upper portions, West Virginia, even portions of course, Maryland, and some of Virginia was getting some natural snowfall. Here's a live shot at the homestead, and you can see they still have some dusting. They tend to clear this off a lot, but you can see, and there have been no snowmaking going on there over the last 24 hours. I got the snow report from Lynn Swan this morning, and they're happy to be open. And you can see that's probably fantastic conditions. Some light precip and snow, there in the Virginia mountains as well. I'll try to kind of quit skipping around. Let's give you I guess a top to bottom view. So again, here is Whis Resort, Deep Creek, Maryland. Pretty good crowd, brisk crowd. Looks like great conditions on all the yurts at the bottom. A lot of snow down there, and it looks pretty good. This is Whis Resort's Mountain Park. You can see the snow tubing hill, and there's some really good ones all across the region. Really good tubing hills. Man, I got to tell you, it's hard pressed to beat this one at Whis Resort in Maryland. If you ever get a chance, you can kind of tell it here, but these are a lot more pronounced when you're writing those down. You can actually get a little bit of air occasionally if you've got some weight behind you. So anyway, great conditions there. Let's look at Ober. You know, you got the main trails open coming down. Looks like Ober's got a nice brisk crowd there. I was actually looking at lift lines last weekend. Man, it was crazy to see just how busy it was, and I'm sure that the crowd there at Ober Gatlinburg, or Ober Mountain now, I was tickled to death to see that. Let's come on down and we'll show you first of all the Wintergreen Resort. A little icy looking there. You can tell the frozen precip still there, gathering in the trees. Kind of have that snog or cloudy fog that's allowing all the trees to ice over and frost over. It's not really rime ice, but nevertheless, that looks like a pretty chilly area to be in right now. Here's slope side at Wintergreen. You can see nice conditions there, and some snow back into the woods, so looking good there. Going to Massanutten, a little wetter there. I think Josh Sullivan from Ski Southeast First Tracks is there with his girlfriend. They're skiing there this weekend, and we should see a report and get a report from Josh on conditions there. I'm sure he'll talk about it being a mixed bag of wintry precip, you know, here at Massanutten. And we're all looking forward, by the way. Go over to Ski Southeast, check out the invitation to the Massanutten Ski Southeast Summit coming up on February 9th, 10th, and 11th. Invite you guys to show up there with us. They're offering great 10% discounts on lift tickets, lodging, a whole lot more. We're going to have a pre-ski party after the time on the slopes. You know, have some good eats and drink specials and that sorts of things. We're going to have first tracks on Sunday morning there, which will be really good. So if you don't have any plans, and come hang out with a whole bunch of fellow skiers. At last I looked, we had plus or minus roughly around 100 people already planning to attend. I don't know how that breaks down into numbers of individual family groups or lodging, but I want to say 20-25 people so far. Still got a little bit more than a month out, so join us. Check the weather, keep up with the weather, but join us for a great time there. This coming Tuesday, I'll go ahead and show you guys as I'm skipping around already. This coming Tuesday, January the 9th, I will be with the West Virginia Ski Areas Association with Josh Faber and the guys at Winter Place. Joe Stevens will be there. We're going to be there to kind of talk a little bit about snowmaking and the economic impact of all of the ski areas, and in this particular case, as it applies to the West Virginia ski areas. They will all kind of be there with representatives. Looking forward to seeing those guys on Tuesday. I know right now weather looks pretty rainy. Could be an inch or so of rain, but as I texted back and forth or emailed with General Manager Josh Faber early this morning, it is what it is, and give us a good opportunity to show people that there's a lot of snow there, despite the fact that we could get an inch or so of rain coming in first part of the weekend to Tuesday there at the Gent, West Virginia ski area right off the interstate. So anyway, great conditions there. Here's another shot at Winter Place, so you can check it out. Looks really good. You can see some frost and frozen precip there in the trees there as well. I know, man, I've been skipping around like crazy. Let me see if I can't make sure I've covered everybody. Here's Whis Resort. Loving the fact that the new camera is giving us a lot better views than the old webcam did. You can see a little bit of frozen precip still coming down there, mixed as well. People out there braving the conditions, so good for them. But anyway, there's that. Excuse me. Back into West Virginia, this is the summit shot from the top of Timberline. As I said, man, it was really bombing snow there a little while ago, and here's at the bottom. No lift lines today, man. This is the RFID chip gates right here, and you can see that nobody is there at 3:26 p.m. on a Saturday afternoon. You pretty much ski and go through and get right up onto the lift there at Timberline Mountain. Same thing at Canaan. Back over to Snowshoe. Here is at the top, looking at the skidder slope live cam. There you go. It's coming up. Looks like some broken skies back there in the distance on the horizon. Got a nice crowd, but not overloaded by any stretch. Got, again, snow in the trees. Already showed you the boathouse. Let me see if I can skip around now. Tubing camera at Canaan Valley Resort. So we got, looks like some people having fun there. Back to the mid station. And we've got some frozen mixed precip coming down now, as you can tell. Let me go ahead and show you, man, the busiest, most crowded base I've seen. And this is going to be at Sugar. This is at the base, and check that out. And look at all the people coming down the slopes. That is one busy base of the mountain here at 327. I'm not sure that the people getting in line here are going to get to the lift itself by the time they start closing down that mountain, I guess, to make snow over the break before they open for night skiing. And I could be wrong about that. They may not do that anymore, but quite a lot of people there at the base of Sugar. The summit, so we can show you a decent shot here. Nice shot from the summit view up top. This is again at Sugar Skiing Country Club, top of Almost. Really nice shot there. Doesn't that look nice with the blue skies? And the ski in, ski out condos there at Sugar Ski and Country Club. Pretty nice. Speaking of ski in, ski out, I'm going to show you real quick here the summit camera at Beech Mountain. I was talking with Talia yesterday, and be sure to check out when you're looking around at a lot of the live cameras. There's a nice new ad there now by Beech Mountain, and it's because of their Beech Mountain Slopeside Lodging, where they're promoting all of the lodging. I think it's Beech Mountain Lodging or Beech Mountain Resort Lodging.com, I think it is. But anyway, you can see a nice crowd there, looking good all the way around. So I think the only one I have it shown, and I apologize, missing around here real quick, that's at Cataloochee. Nice crowd, but certainly not overloaded. Looks pretty nice. Cataloochee. In fact, here's the Hemp Hill camera that everybody loves. Look at that gorgeous sunny view from top to bottom. Cataloochee is looking really nice. I'm sure Chris Bates is tickled with that. I will tell you guys that I can't show you a shot or a view of Hatley Point, but I did hear from Deborah Hatley, CEO and owner of Hatley Point, the ski area, and I did hear from her, and although it sounds like they are really continuing to push hard to get open, she did communicate to me on Friday that she wanted us to get back up with her in the spring, which kind of, maybe I'm adding 2 + 2 and coming up with 7. But it kind of tells me that I don't know that they're going to actually be able to get open for skiing and snowboarding for the 2023-2024 window of opportunity there to open for the winter. They still could. They may open without any other fanfare, but kind of sounds like to me now that they're looking to potentially put that off until spring, when they'll try to transition over to mountain biking and other activities as they kind of have more time to prepare and get ready for the 2024-2025 ski and snowboarding season. Hard to believe that's the first time I just uttered that here in early 2024. Anyway, I think that's it. Pretty good conditions. We're still expecting, I think, 1 to 3 inches of snow, 1 to 3 inches of natural snow to come down here in the western North Carolina mountains this afternoon, this evening, and I think I'm hearing the same thing for the forecast. It's a wet, drizzly, potentially snowy, cold, rainy. It's all kind of mixed, everything, the whole kitchen sink as far as the weather forecast for the next few days. More snow on Monday evening, and then I think pretty decent rainfall going into Tuesday. Trying to skip around right now and show you a shot at the lodges of Eagle's Nest. That camera's not coming up right now. Let me see if we can get to Buckeye Lake. There you go. No snow. This is at the top elevations now at Beech, so you're not seeing anything really up there. Let me see if I can skip around. This is a nice shot at the Beach Mountain Parkway camera. This should pan back around in a moment and show you Beach Mountain Parkway, and we'll see just how clear the actual roadway is here momentarily. Or at least I think I will. There we go. Now it's starting to pan around. No snow on the actual roadway, so everything looks nice and clear. Traffic moving well. You see the Sledding Hill up here. I'll go ahead and transition over to that Sledding Hill live camera, which right now is zoomed in to the profile shot. And then here in a second you'll see it. We'll show all the people who are enjoying the actual Sledding Hill itself. Give you one last shot, skipping around, but I'll give you one last shot. There you go, nice crowd. That's at the Sledding Hill. And then I'll give you one last shot of beautiful downtown Blowing Rock, snowless. It was covered in a nice little dusting of snow first thing this morning, but no longer. See if I can show you a shot at Waynesville. They're dry, sunny, and dry. They were wet this morning as well, so you can tell things kind of change really fast and furious in the mountains. But that's in Waynesville, North Carolina. So we'll leave you with that. I hope you enjoyed it. Check back tomorrow, and we'll have more. I know, like I said, Josh Sullivan will be filing his report on Ski Southeast, the first tracks, and see kind of how things end up being there at Massanutten today. I'll chime in with my normal ramble. We'll hear from Joe Stevens tomorrow as well. And then we'll look towards the first of the week and see how things work out with us getting up to Winter Place on Tuesday for the West Virginia Ski Area's event about snowmaking and the economic impact. I know the governor's office is planning on being there as well, so we're looking forward to seeing Joe and all the representatives of the ski mountains in West Virginia as well. So I think that's it for now. I'll leave you with that. Have a great Saturday evening. Good weekend. Hopefully everybody stays well. And I'll talk to you again soon.